across the planet or in the United States of America to do a strike. Man, this Wrangler guy was fucking fire. Actually. Why are you out of breath? I'm like, I was returning some videotapes. I kind of want to watch this UK Scariest Debt Collector too. Like some of these old Vice videos are pretty fire. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Going back to the Vice thing. But David Carr confronts Vice. I didn't want to show you that, but there is literally a scene where they supposedly are, I think it's like human. He's such a fucking clown ass, dude. Yeah, dude, the New York Times is not writing about Liberia. Like, are you that fucking stupid? I'm sorry. There's good criticism of the New York Times, which is that they are, again, a carve out of the State Department and regularly will do America's bidding as far as imperialism goes. But the notion that the fucking New York motherfucking Times is not writing about Liberia or doesn't have actual fucking people on the ground in Liberia, or at least like correspondents, is so stupid, dude. What are you fucking so dense? This guy made like hundreds of millions of dollars, dude, from fucking selling his dumbass product that looked cool to a bunch of even stupider media executives. I mean, he's right. I mean, he's a dickhead, but he's right. Like, he's not wrong. It's like, as much as I shit on the New York Times, as much as I shit on mainstream media, okay? Like, it's so ridiculous to act like they're not there. Okay? You are all fucking losers, by the way, this guy says. You, on the other hand, Charlie isn't fruity. You're a fucking winner, dog. A lot of the early shrines are hard to know how to apply devices. Don't feel bad about looking it up. I keep having to look things up to see what I'm missing, and then I back out and stop reading. Yeah, no, I'm not looking shit up. What the fuck? This is video Everything Fascist by Wisecrack? Uh-oh. All Vice did was sensationalize conflict. They never contributed to good journalism. No, there was decent journalism happening at Vice too, just like every other fucking outlet, every now and then. But yes, of course they sensationalize conflict, which, dude, to be honest, so do I. Okay, I do that too.
Vice Media is an American-Canadian-based media company founded in October of 1994 in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, by its founders Soroush Albi, Shane Smith, and Gavin McGuinness. It started with a subsidy from a government-funded welfare program. The magazine went from a Montreal-based print magazine to a global multi-billion-dollar organization. You may have seen some of their viral videos online through one of their many YouTube channels throughout the years, or you may remember the old days when they were just a print magazine you would find at local skate shops. The company at its peak was valued at $5.7 billion, drawing investments from the likes of Disney and Rupert Murdoch. But over the past years, Vice has become a shell of itself, and in 2019, Disney made a public statement saying that they may never get a return on their investment in the company. So how did we witness one of the biggest media companies in the world collapse so quickly right in front of us? It all started when Albi began working for a government welfare program. At that time, Albi was coming off a serious heroin addiction and was still in the process of rehab. While working there, he'd be put in charge of publishing the program's multicultural magazine. The mag was originally titled and written in French, and it was Albi who decided to change the language and its name, rebranding it as Voice of Montreal.
The story of how Vice started is fairly well known. It basically began as a free newspaper called Voice of Montreal. If you could take us back to the very beginning, what was the level of your ambitions for Vice when you first started out?
Going back 20 years, it's actually my 20-year anniversary from the time that I started work on the very first issue. We call ourselves a 20-year-old startup. I didn't know. I had no experience in publishing or in media, and I thought either it was going to be a single issue that I published, that I'd be able to walk around and say, hey, I did this, or maybe this thing could be huge one day. But
This was considered a bad idea at the time, as there were already 2 other known English publications in a shrinking market. It started off as a basic